Emily and Lorraine, and you are listening to our podcast, To My Daughter.
Hi, welcome to episode 2 of our podcast, To My Daughter. I'm Emily.
And I'm Lorraine.
And this week we thought we'd dedicate an episode to things that we did when we were growing up, me growing up, you growing up, our different experiences, things that we kind of watched when we were younger and all that kind of stuff. And then hopefully maybe I'll learn something about you that I don't know, because last week on the episode I learned loads of stuff about Dad that I didn't even know.
And also I might learn stuff about you, because I know when I speak to you, Harry or Sophie, you'll say things and I'm like, oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So, you find other things out, don't you?
Yeah, that's true, actually. Just for context as well, Harry is my brother and Sophie's my sister. Yeah. So we'll talk about them a lot. Yeah.
You're the middle and Sophie's the oldest.
I'm the middle child. Yeah. I don't know why, I had a mini thought that I didn't press record. Okay. I want an extra birthday.
Dad was asleep, Sophie was still awake. So our hot chocolates this week, this is a Whittard one again.
Oh,
but this is
fancy.
a gingerbread one.
Oh.
And it says limited edition, so I think it maybe was left over from Christmas, because we went to the Cheshire Oaks.
Oh, you got it recently?
Yeah, I got it last week. Oh. So, it's really nice though. This is the third one I've had. Not today, but...
Wow, you do love it. You're well in the Christmas
spirit.
And
what's yours? Yours is all...
Yeah, so I thought I'd go whipped cream this week. So I've got my Food Heaven
vegan
whipped cream. Yeah, which is vegan whipped cream. And I've gone classic. I've got the Cadbury hot chocolate this week, because it's also vegan just anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have milk. I'm lactose intolerant. It's a bit hot though. I might just have to eat the cream for now. So I thought I'd wear my Lizzie McGuire jumper today that you bought me, because that was one of my favourite TV shows growing up. I loved Lizzie McGuire. They were going to do a remake of it,
Because they did the cartoon, because that's the cartoon style one, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got it on my socks as well.
Was it more recent, that one? Yeah. Matching.
I've got my matching socks on. No, so the cartoon one, so she was real, and she had her little avatar. Yes. So she would come up in the series and talk about things Lizzie would be really embarrassing at school.
Yeah, and then it would be her
avatar would be I can't believe we just did that. It was relatable, because when you're a teenager watching it, you kind of have that in your head where you think, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that.
Didn't you have the books or something?
Yes, actually, it was when we went to Walt Disney World when I was younger though.
And it was in the Disney Springs, and there was a bookshop or something, wasn't it? And it was upstairs.
And you got me there was 3 books in the series. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I mean, I just love Disney Channel anyway. And we're really lucky that we had it. Yeah. I'm so glad I got Lizzie McGuire, Hannah Montana, all that era. It's just amazing.
What
was
when
that,
I was Bear in the Big Blue House, was that?
Yeah, that was Disney. Disney. Oh, I love Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah, and Harry did, didn't he?
Yeah. I loved that. I still know all the words of the song. Yeah, that was younger, wasn't it? Yeah. And then going back even further, Teletubbies, Tots TV, Rosie and Jim. What kind of stuff did you watch when you were that age?
Yeah, I remember this one programme. It was called Romper Room, and I think it was maybe when I was really young.
Romper Room
it was called. And I think it was on a nursery basis, because it was all children who was in the Romper Room, and they used to do different things. I can't quite remember what they did, but I always remember the lady at the end. I don't know if I've told you this before. She used to have a mirror, but it didn't have anything in it, and it was she was looking through the telly with this mirror, and she'd say, and I can see, and she used to say all these names I can see Linda.
Oh, she's looking through the TV at you.
I can see Harry, I can see and she never said my name. Oh. And I wanted her to say, I'd be looking so
Mum,
much,
that's so
and
cute.
She literally never said my name. I don't know if you had to write in and say, or whether she just picked random names, but she never picked my name.
I bet she did. I bet you had to write in. Because when we were younger, you would have done it for us.
Yeah.
Oh, Mum.
I know. And I really wanted
Was
to
there
say
many
my
Lorraines, though, when you were younger?
I don't know.
I feel like Lorraine's still a really unique name. I don't know a lot of people called Lorraine.
No. Because it used to be Linda, Tracy, Sharon, Karen, things like that more, didn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know, because there's not that many.
Oh, Mum. So they never said it?
No, they never said it.
Did they say, your friends' names and stuff? Did they used to watch it?
I can't remember. Well, I only used to watch it on my own. But I feel that was quite young. I was quite young when I watched that.
Yeah.
And then there was Campbell Whip Green.
Oh yeah,
That
I
was-
remember you showing me that.
Yeah.
Because you got me them videotapes of Watch with Mother.
Yeah, and it had them on there,
Yeah,
didn't it?
I used to watch the video
Of
that you watched, but they did it
'Cause
for this time,
I
didn't
feel
they?
like the Tots TV ones, they was videos from probably maybe some of them before you was born.
Oh, do you
Possibly.
think?
I think so.
When did it start?
I
Like
don't know. I
maybe
feel
like
maybe Sophie's
like
age.
late 90s.
'Cause I remember
I mean early 90s.
Sophie was more like Dad always used to get up with her because obviously the telly then you had to record or watch what was on. And he always used to watch Barney, you know, the big.
Oh yeah, Sophie used to
the
love
big
Barney.
purple bear, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a dinosaur. He's a purple dinosaur.
Of course he is.
I love
Yeah.
you.
That's the one, yeah. Yeah, the dinosaurs. So Dad always used to get up because we saw
watch
him somewhere.
Barney.
Was it Universal?
Yeah, we
something?
saw him in
did see
Universal
didn't we?
because I used to watch it, but I wasn't.
No, so much into it.
No,
was
I
you?
wasn't. I feel like I missed it. I was
Yeah.
more Teletubbies.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved the
yeah,
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies, yeah.
Loved it. But recently they've started posting like pictures online of the Teletubbies, but without their heads on, and it looks weird because you can see the actors.
They shouldn't.
How
do that.
sad is that?
They shouldn't do that. should they? But I feel like they've come back round again because Oliver.
Yeah, Teletubbies is
who's
definitely
Sophie's
still
son,
on.
Oliver.
Yeah. So Oliver, that's my sister's child. So it's my nephew, your
he's-
grandson.
Oh yeah, they
Sophie.
come back round for him, didn't they? Because he liked
Yeah.
the Teletubbies then. Yeah, so it sort of come. A lot of things do come back round though, don't they?
I'm surprised Tots TV hasn't come back on Rosie and Jim.
The cartoons that I watched was like Wacky Races. Did that ever come back with like Penelope
Yeah.
Pitstop and that? That's what I
Yeah,
watched when I was
because I
young.
used to watch that on Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
definitely on.
Yeah,
Like
so that was from
Roadrunner and everything.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Scooby Doo, that was like from mine, and that come back again.
Yeah,
didn't
because
it?
Harry loved Scooby Doo.
yeah.
Like I loved it as well. Me and Harry used to watch it together, and I remember you booked us to go to that theatre show and watch Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
so
That
cool. And when we've met like the characters at Universal, they're such a good meet, aren't they?
they're
Because
really
there's
good.
like a few of them. They're really
Yeah,
funny.
they're really good, and because they're like real people as well, aren't they?
Yeah, you get to talk to them.
Yeah, you get to talk to them, so that's a nice thing, isn't it? Yeah.
We should do a Scooby Doo like Halloween costume and all be something. That'd be cool.
That would be good.
Who would you be? Like Daphne.
Yeah, I think I'd be Daphne.
Harry can be Scooby and Oliver can be Scrappy. Scrappy Doo, the little one. That's his nephew, isn't it? So it does work because Harry's nephew is Oliver.
Yeah, that's true. That would be perfect.
Yeah, you can be Daphne and Fred because
Daphne
they're
and Fred.
yeah they're together.
Yeah.
Then I can be. Oh, I'll be
Yeah,
Shaggy.
Shaggy. Yeah.
Yeah, Sophie can be
Velma.
Velma. Oh yeah, I like Shaggy. I'm defo Shaggy vibes, aren't I?
Yeah,
He's such a
definitely.
hippie. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah,
Shaggy.
yeah, you could pull that one off, definitely.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Wasn't it? 'Cause
I
I used
feel
to
like-
love Penelope Pitstop in the Wacky Races. Was she
Yeah.
still in it then?
Yeah. All of them.
And what was the
Muttley.
dog? Muttley, that was it, with a laugh.
And then who was the person that was like the evil one that always tried to like break
Can't
people's cars?
remember.
But his dog was Muttley, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he used to do that funny laugh, didn't he?
Yeah, and I can't remember what he's called. I do remember though, you told me about a show. Was it called like Magpie or something? I was thinking the other day, I'm sure you told me about that, and it was like
Yeah.
did you used to send things in or something, or they used to find like shiny things, or what was that? But I remember it was kind of like the school kids used to be on it,
Yeah.
and they used to
Well,
go
they
back
all
and
used
watch
to
them.
Was that Magpie? Yeah, I think there's one called Magpie and one called How, I think. Or was that the same show? I can't even remember now.
Because I remember watching that,
Yeah.
but I think it might have been on Watch with Mother or something.
Yeah, I think they found out things. Do you know, I
Yeah.
can't quite remember now.
I think as well, didn't
It was
it?
all that sort of that era, like with Blue Peter. It was that sort of thing where it was real
Yeah.
people, and they used to sit round and explain things to you.
So
and,
you had Blue Peter as well.
yeah, Blue Peter. Yeah, Blue
Right.
Peter's been way before me as well. Yeah, really long.
What about like Art Attack and stuff? Was that just when I got?
I don't remember any art things. You know that thing that you used to like, that what Sophie bought you, those it's like bookends.
Oh, Morph.
Morph, yeah, that man. Do you remember that
Oh
man?
yeah, I don't
I
remember his name
I
though.
think his name was something Hart. So that was probably more my
Yeah, it
era.
was because it used to come up at the
Yeah.
beginning of the episode. I love Morph. So clever.
Yeah.
He didn't even used to talk.
So, well,
he just
that's-
made noises.
That's like what they do now, isn't it? You know, the
Like stop motion.
stop motion,
The chicken run and
yeah,
all that.
the-
Oh, Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit, yeah. That's like that, isn't it?
That's
really?
still round, to
Yeah,
be
well, that
honest.
was probably the early years of that type of thing because it was only a little
Love
bit, wasn't
that.
it?
Yeah, because Wallace and Gromit is made by the same people that do Chicken Run, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
How much effort is that? Have you ever seen behind the scenes of when they do that?
So hard.
Honestly,
well, that's what that morph. That's how he did that morph
can't-
like that.
I
Like
can't
just
even-
a little bit. It was like a little plasticine man type thing, wasn't it?
I honestly don't know how they do that. Like, you must have
A lot
so
of
much patience.
Yeah.
but it looks
like
amazing.
tiny little bit of movement.
Yeah, and like on Chicken Run, they have to change like the mouth expression. It's like wild. And they've done a new Chicken Run film. Have you seen it? It's called Dawn of the Chicken Nugget or something.
Oh, that sounds good. It might be on Sky.
Yeah, that's true. They always have them on Sky Cinema, don't they? Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I love Wallace and Gromit though.
Yeah.
That was definitely my vibe.
You had loads of stuff, Wallace and Gromit, anyway, didn't you? I remember you had
like jumpers and stuff, and
you did have a lot of stuff to do with that, I think, didn't you?
just love it. I think it's so clever, especially with the chicken. Was he a chicken? Oh no, he's a penguin, wasn't he? The evil penguin. Yeah. Oh, Pingu.
Pingu.
Oh, I love Pingu.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Pingu.
Oh my god, I love that.
Didn't you?
He didn't used to make noise either, did he?
He did make noise. That's what
did he just go beep beep? Didn't he? Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
It just seems strange that like that's not like a lot of stuff that's around anymore, isn't it? Like what you just said, like Tots TV and that,
and
was
Pingu
so good
and everything. Like we
Pingu,
actually had such good TV shows.
Yeah.
I feel like now kids' TV shows, like Oliver watches, well, like Oliver's age, I guess they're like Paw Patrol, like Peppa Pig, like Blippi.
He likes Bluey and what's that other one?
But it's a lot of cartoons. Dougie, it's all cartoons.
Yeah,
all our stuff, like Rosie and
true.
Jim and Tots TV were both puppets.
Yeah.
And like Morph and Pingu, that was all like stop motion. Whereas now it's all just cartoons.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's
I never used to
true.
watch cartoons really, apart from Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I loved that.
That was like a proper cartoon.
That was
proper. I feel like these aren't proper cartoons, are they really? So I always think like proper cartoons are like Tom and Jerry and things like that.
Oh my god, Tom and Jerry.
Whereas these ones, like that Oliver watches, there's always messages in them because I see so many people.
Yeah, God, you wouldn't be allowed to watch Tom and Jerry now, would you? The amount of stuff they do, like putting nails at the bottom of the stairs and stuff.
I know. And he's always like chasing him. It's just
like hitting him on the head with stuff, like smashing glasses over each other.
It seems to be now like there's always a message in it.
Yeah.
Like, well, Mummy didn't do that, or you know, Dougie didn't do that because of this, or like 'cause I see so many people saying things like about
talking
Bluey,
about it.
saying like, oh, I learned so much from Bluey.
Yeah.
Your mum's learning
Yeah,
stuff
literally. Well, I've seen videos of people that like Bluey does teach them stuff, so then the kids start doing it on the parents. You know, like parenting them. They're like, Mummy, what is it that like you need to do this if you want to calm down and count to 10, Mummy, and they're like, oh my god, like they get so annoyed because like the kids are telling them what to do and you're like, ah. Whereas I feel like growing up with Tom and Jerry, I never felt like I wanted to chase Harry around the house. It didn't like affect me. So I wonder what the next generation of kids growing up will actually, will it help them? I don't know. Or is it helping the parents?
Yeah, maybe. Well, it seems to be helping the parents from what I've gather.
It's so strange,
Maybe
isn't
we'll
it?
have to ask Sophie.
It is interesting now, the TV.
Yeah.
I feel like I just loved it when I was younger.
Yeah.
I think we had some proper classics.
Yeah, what was you like a bit older then? So when you was like
past Hannah Montana and stuff.
Yeah.
See, me and Sophie used to watch the OC.
Oh yeah.
So that was like a big series. The Vampire Diaries.
Is that you, the One Tree Hill, or is that Sophie?
Sophie Moore, but then
yeah.
I started it.
Yeah, the Vampire Diaries. You used to watch that like
constantly
when it was coming as well. You had to wait for it.
Oh, and do you remember me and Sophie used to watch it like on American time before it come out? Sophie used to get it online, Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
And we used to have to like go away into a room like separately for like every episode that came out and watch it. Like no one could disturb us.
Yeah. Nobody could talk. You couldn't talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I couldn't talk. She like made sure that we got it and everything. It was really good.
That was nice. You used to like that, didn't you?
Yeah, Pretty Little Liars and the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
They're so good. And then I got Colin into Vampire Diaries because I was watching the last season and he was like, "Oh, it sounds good." Like, so we re-watched it and then we ended up going to Covington, didn't we, where they filmed it?
You did, didn't
like
you?
Mystic Falls.
Yeah.
We went to go and see where it was filmed. Yeah, we got to see all the houses.
Signed
yeah, all the chairs had been signed and the menus. Yeah, that was more like past Lizzie McGuire, Hannah Montana. Then it went into like the OC, Vampire Diaries, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what I
we used to watch like Grange Hill. That's teenage, wasn't it?
Yeah, that sort of went. That was a bit younger though. I think Grange Hill.
Oh, was it?
Before that, there was. Do you remember Noel Edmonds? Do you know Noel Edmonds?
Yeah.
Oh, so he did Swap Shop.
Swap Shop, yeah.
Which was an amazing thing. I can't really remember.
I remember you telling me about it.
Fully how it worked, but somebody would bring something. So say you took in, I don't know, say a
Pair of
teddy
roller
bear
skates or
a
something.
pair of roller skates, yeah.
That I didn't want
And
anymore.
that you didn't want anymore, but you wanted like maybe
A drawing book or
Walkman
something. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you'd swap it, but I literally can't. People would ring up and say, "Oh, I want to swap this for this," and I want to swap this, and then somebody else would want that, and they'd say, "Well, I want that," but like I have I don't know how it worked.
All the postage that must have gone into that.
I don't know. Sometimes they did it because there was a guy called Keith Chegwin. And he
Oh
used
yeah,
to go,
Cheggers.
Yeah, Cheggers.
He used to do the morning show and he used to go and knock on the door.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Cheggers!
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mum used to enter on This Morning. Or was it called This Morning? Was it GMTV then?
It was the early morning one, wasn't it? It was like...
Wasn't the GMTV?
It might have been GMTV. It was the first one. It wasn't the one like This Morning one. It was the one before that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, and I used to ring
Yeah,
up and
Mum
enter
used to
it.
literally enter the competition for Cheggers like every Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
And you used to be like, you might be coming to our door every day.
Never did.
Oh, Cheggers, why didn't you come? Yeah, I remember Cheggers.
I know.
That's what I used to call it. Yeah, so
that's where he got his break from, I think, originally.
Right.
He used to be like out in a field or something somewhere, you know, like maybe a football stadium or something. So then people would be swapping there as well.
Right.
They'd be like, oh, looks... They'd be
like live
announcing
swaps.
it, yeah. But then they did it as well. And obviously they did other things. It was a bit like what you used to watch with Ant and Dec. What was their one called? Where they used to do chums and that.
SMTV Live.
Was it SMTV Live, that one?
Oh, I remember Chums.
Yeah.
Where it was like Friends, wasn't it?
And it was Kat Deely and Ant and Dec, wasn't it? And then...
Oh my God, yeah, what was that called?
What was that other one? Oh, the
Saturday show, Holly and Stephen's Saturday Showdown.
Yeah, because you went on that one, didn't you?
Yeah, me and Sophie, right? Mum, you did so much stuff for us. Did you not tell us you'd signed us up for it, or did Sophie sign up for it?
No, I signed
Sophie
up, didn't I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then she had to obligatory take me, obviously.
Yeah, well, they said every week when it was on.
Yeah.
They wanted people to write in or something, didn't they, to go on the show for the next week.
Yeah, so you wrote a letter about we were sisters, and the lady that read it said she
liked picking people from the north, because then we lived in East Holton. Then,
yeah, we were over in Lincolnshire, weren't we?
Yeah.
And you got us on the show.
And it said, didn't it? We didn't know, did we? But
no.
It said it did a spinny thing, didn't it? And Sophie's name was on it.
Yeah.
And it spun round.
Yeah.
And then it said Sophie Davis.
Yeah, you got the key to the come and see us.
Yeah, and we went running around in the garden.
Yeah.
Didn't we, yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe you did that for us. That was literally amazing. I remember going on the show. I think Holly was on break, wasn't she?
She was, and it was the Liberty X
Liberty
Girls.
X Girls were on it with Stephen Mulhern.
Yeah.
You got to meet Stephen
He was
Mulhern
so
as
nice,
well,
wasn't he?
and
Really
Harry.
nice. And Harry.
Yeah, we all went down. Where was
Yeah.
it? London. We drove into the gates, and Stephen was just in the the lobby
just
bit.
So nice, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Though? Like when he met Harry, he was just like, "You're right, mate. How are you doing?" Because they come after, didn't they? Because we got put up in that really lovely hotel,
Yeah.
and the man said, "Oh, you're on that show, aren't you?" And bought us all a drink.
Yeah.
And we got a lovely hotel room, and then us three girls went in the morning.
Yeah.
And then Dad and Harry come down later on, didn't they?
I just can't believe I was on a TV show.
No. Do you remember what they did as well? They pretended you'd landed.
Landed from that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yes, so each week they did a different way of the contestants entering, and me and Sophie were meant to have parachuted in through the ceiling, so we had to wear parachutes on our back, and then the camera panned in on us, and they were like 3, 2, 1, action, and we had to jump, and all smoke went off and all the lights were going off, so it looked like we'd fell over, and then we were on the floor and we were brushing all whatever off us, and then we had to pretend we landed, and they were like, oh my God, hi, and I was so shy.
Yeah.
That's it. Have a look. Oh, slowly. Oh, look. It's today's key winners. They are the chosen ones. Oh, no, look, this wind normally only scratch applies that. I heard that. Come on, they left a bit. Right a bit. Oh, no. They're coming in too fast. Take cover. Too strong. Protect my hair, girls. I've got so much love to give.
Hi, girls. That's what I call an entrance. It's last week's key winner, Sophie, and her sister Emily. Come and sit down, girls.
I feel like at that time, was I 11?
Yeah.
I think I was in just before I started secondary school. I'm sure it was.
I think it probably was about that time. Yeah, I remember where it was now. It was in Maidstone in Kent.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
it
a
was really
studios.
nice. Yeah, it was the studios.
I can't believe you literally you did that for us.
Do you remember I had to have a picture? They said, "Oh, can you find a picture?" And they put it on the.
Oh my God!
I don't even know where I found that picture. I don't. Even
of the
remember
two
that
of us
picture.
together. I don't remember that
And,
picture. We were like, how did you find this?
Yeah, because they told me not to tell you about this photograph. they put it like on the desk, didn't they? Because they
Yeah.
were like chatting to
Yeah,
you.
they were like, oh, your mum's, she sent us a funny photo of you that we thought you might like to see.
Yeah, and what was it? I think she was making a face behind
Yeah,
you or
I
something,
was
wasn't it?
smiling like this,
Yeah,
like
and
really.
she was doing a really
yeah,
happy-
Sophie like stuck her tongue out behind my head. I don't know how you found that
No,
photo.
I don't know. I just
that
when
was
I looked through it,
brilliant.
I don't even remember the photo.
No, that
so.
was literally brilliant.
Yeah, and I remember there was it JK and Joel was on, weren't they? And they were so nice as well.
Everyone was really nice.
Everyone was lovely.
You just
they?
reminded me as well. I used to watch Dick and Dom, and me and Harry used to do bogies,
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
out
Where
and
you
about.
shout. Yeah.
Bogies. Me and Harry like bogies. I love Dick and Dom. I wouldn't have liked to gone on it though. It was very slime and
no, it was not good.
yeah.
It was
I
good
don't
to
know
watch.
some of the kids that went on that.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be allowed now. Like the stuff that they used to do to them kids, they used to like throw slime on them and feathers and glue and oh my god, it was bad.
It was a bad one, that one.
But it was funny to watch.
Yeah. They did sort of go into a lot of slimy sort of stuff and that, didn't
Yeah,
they?
like Nickelodeon, they went into slime, didn't they, big time? Yeah, I've never been slimed, so that's good.
No, that's good.
Yeah, we were on that whole episode.
Yeah. And I
We had a
remember he was
whole
so nice
episode
as well,
on
Steve-
TV.
Steve Mulherney was like, oh yeah, get some. He told me like, oh yeah, when they was like having a break, get some photos, and he was like lounging round, wasn't he? Like getting photos and that. It was one of the nicest people, I think.
He was so nice.
Yeah,
Oh, that was so cute.
that was a cute time.
We did so much stuff that year. Like it was before I started secondary school.
Yeah.
When you and Dad, for children in need, you donated like all that money so that we could be Girls Aloud for the day. Like that was insane.
It was a thing, wasn't it? What was it called? It was eBay.
I'm sure it was on
It
eBay.
was something where you had to bid, wasn't it, for it?
And all the money was for children in need.
Children in need, yeah.
And it was literally called Be Girls Aloud for the day.
Yeah, and you had to be the highest bidder, didn't you?
Yeah,
We were so
literally.
panicking that we wasn't going.
Yeah,
because I think
because you could just add like an extra £1 and then someone else would add an extra £1.
I think we did a bid and then it got outbid and then like me and Dad were like, oh, should we go more? Because it was quite a lot of money.
I know. I can't believe you
When
did
I
that
look back
for
on it
us.
now, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Can you believe you actually did
I
that?
know, but we just wanted.
That was wild.
You absolutely loved Girls Aloud.
We loved
and
Girls
you
Aloud.
just literally got to be. They dressed you up.
Yeah, we got an
I mean,
outfit
how
that
could
was
you-
like Girls Aloud what
How
they were
could you
wearing.
ever, like, get that? You
No.
could never ever get that. Could
No, and it would be so different now
Yeah.
because you probably wouldn't be able to do stuff.
No.
But they were just chill.
'Cause
We were
you
sat
had-
in the dressing room with them. They were
Well,
like
you
rehearsing.
had your hair and makeup done first,
yeah,
didn't you?
and
they
we
all
got to
came
keep
in
all
and
the
said-
clothes.
Yeah, and it was that. What song was it?
Whole lot of history.
Whole Lot of History, and that whatever they was wearing, black and white, they matched.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
the
we
same,
matched
didn't
the
they?
outfit that they
But
had
they'd
done.
got like the shoes, they'd got everything for
Yeah.
you, hadn't they?
And you kept all our outfits,
You've
didn't
got
you?
your outfits still.
Oh, that was
yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
like I'll never forget both them things.
Yeah.
Like that was such an insane year of my
Yeah.
life. They came to pick
Show.
us up.
Yeah,
They came to pick us up in this private car.
Yeah, what is their one?
Yeah,
And
after we all got in, didn't
I
we?
know, and
Drove to
we was-
London.
yeah, we went into like where the studios were,
Yeah.
and then when we come out in the night time, they both
Oh my
got our
god,
cars.
yes.
And they was all behind the gate, weren't they,
Yeah.
screaming to them? We
Yeah.
was with them, weren't
Well,
we?
what was it was CD UK, wasn't it?
It was,
It was
yeah.
CD UK live. We went to be Girls Aloud for the day, and then afterwards we said like bye. They performed and everything. Yeah, we all came out in like black SUVs, and Girls Aloud got into one, and we got into another one. But they both drove out the gate at the same time, so everyone was like flashing like cameras at us,
Yeah.
like, and we were like, oh my god, like we're famous. That was like an insane experience, and Mum filmed it all on like the video camera.
Yeah.
So like you filmed us coming
Yeah,
out
'cause
the
they-
gates and everything
they
and
didn't
saying
mind
bye.
anything, did they? They let me
They
film.
wouldn't let you film now.
No.
We've got unseen footage of Girls Aloud.
Yeah. But they were so nice to you as well, weren't they?
Yeah, they were all really nice.
We had all the photos. I mean, I don't know even how I took them photos, but they come out really well.
I know. Yeah, where's the campus of us with Girls Aloud?
No.
You were so good though, because I would never have asked if I could have a photo, but you were like, no, I'm asking.
each
We are getting
individual
every
one.
single person.
Yeah, and then a lineup.
You were
of
such,
but
like-
everyone was looking, and everyone
Yeah.
looked great, didn't they? Yeah,
Yeah.
it did come out really
And they
well.
all looked so good.
'Cause I
That
remember
was
saying to
insane.
Nadine about Sophie that was Sophie's favourite one.
Yeah, and Cheryl was my favourite.
Yeah.
And then Sophie sang for Nicola. Like, oh, what's your favourite song then? And Sophie was like, oh my god, like
She don't
she was
care,
like
Sophie.
singing. She was like,
Sophie don't
okay.
care, though.
Well, I was so shy. I didn't even speak. But then they did an acoustic version of like Whole Lot of History to warm up, and it was like the best version ever.
Yeah.
Like we've got that on record, and it was so good.
Yeah, we'll have to hunt that down.
Oh, we loved Girls Aloud, didn't we?
Yeah.
Ever since they were on the show,
Pop
Pop Star the Rivals.
Yeah, because it was rival. Because it was a girl band and
And
a
a
boy
boy
band,
band.
so they was all going for a girl band, and
Yeah.
the boys was all going for a boy band.
Yeah.
And then they made it where they, whoever got the number one.
Yeah. would win.
Yeah.
And they got a record contract.
Yeah, and they did, and the boys never heard of the boys again, did you?
No, what happened to them? Whose show was that? Was that Simon or was that not Louis Walsh? Pete Waterman? Was that his
I
name?
think it was it with Jerry Halliwell, was it?
Yeah,
It that?
and I'm sure Pete Waterman was on it.
They
And I'm
moved
sure
a bit,
Louis Walsh was on
there
it.
were so many, because there was Pop Stars,
Pop
The
Star
Rivals.
Rivals, Pop Idol,
Pop Idol, X Factor.
X Factor. But then
And
I
then there
think
was that-
X Factor was Pop Idol, wasn't it?
No.
No. What was the one that Darius was on?
Yeah, that was Pop Idol.
Do you
'Cause
remember
that was the blue
Darius?
box I did Sophie's Bedroom Blue.
Yeah, that's it.
That was Pop Idol.
You loved Darius, didn't you?
Yeah, his songs were so
He
good.
was so good.
I know.
And yeah, who else was on it? Will Young.
Will Young, yeah.
You
and
love
Gareth
Will Young,
Gates.
Gareth Gates. They've had some really good
'Cause they
people
had,
out of it.
That was that. I think they only did a few of them, and then it went on to X Factor. I think then did it? with,
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure he
Leona
changed it. Yeah.
and-
Leona Lewis, yeah, all
Yeah.
them. Like
'Cause
Little Mix.
When I was younger, they didn't sort of have
David
singing.
David Snedden. What was he off?
Yeah, that was
he the
other one.
first?
That was Fame Academy.
Oh my God, Fame Academy.
I loved Fame Academy because it was like their whole.
With Ruby Wax, wasn't it? Was she on it? She one of the
Was she one of the judges?
Yeah, I
or
think so.
something? Yeah.
Fame Academy was.
Oh no, she was on it. I think she was on a celebrity one. You know, and they do it for
Oh.
like a charity.
Oh, I thought
was
she was one of the
singing.
judges.
No, I
Oh,
think
who's
she
the
was
lady with
singing.
red hair?
Harry Grant. I
That's
think.
who I'm thinking
yeah,
of.
And her husband.
That's who
did
I'm
it.
thinking of.
He didn't. He wasn't supposed to be in it, David Snedden.
Was he not?
No, and he come in because somebody left, I think.
And he won.
And he won it, yeah. But
I
I,
love
think
Fame
he still
Academy.
like does producing or something still now.
Yeah, I reckon he's still in the musical.
Yeah, I love that one. But like in my day, there wasn't really like a singing one, but they had
Yeah.
like I don't know if you've heard of Opportunity Knocks.
You've definitely told me about that before.
Yeah, and there was another one as well. What was the other one called?
Not like Stars in Your Eyes.
Stars in Your Eyes was like where they became somebody.
Yeah, they got to be like, oh, I'm gonna be Cher.
Yeah, whereas
Tonight, Matthew.
yeah, they did on Opportunity Knocks. It was more about all sorts of talent.
Oh, okay.
Anything.
Like Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
It's like Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, there wasn't really like a singing one as such.
But they did other like magicians and stuff like that.
Yeah, so anybody would come on, but then it was so funny when you think about it now. But like people would write in
And say, I want to be.
to vote for them.
Oh, God,
You'd
write in?
Yeah, you'd write to. I don't know whether they.
What?
I know.
Was
yeah.
the post, did it have a good turnaround
Well,
time?
it must have done, mustn't it? Because they had to vote.
Jeez.
Like that's how they voted for the person. So they wouldn't know really till the end of the week.
As if.
And then that person who won
Yeah.
would come back and sing again.
That's so
I
funny.
wonder if there was like a post strike or anything.
Yeah,
I don't know if
imagine.
you could ring in as well, or whether it was just. But I just remember it was post. So people had to be dedicated, didn't they, to vote for the people?
Yeah, like you'd have to think, right, I need to probably send my
Yeah.
vote off this on Monday.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not going to get there till
I know,
Friday.
I know. So that's like how a lot of people became famous then. Like
Who
Bonnie
was on it?
Langford.
Was she on
heard
it?
of her?
Yeah, but was she young on it?
Yeah,
But like she was really young, wasn't she?
She was really young, yeah. Because she's a sort of similar age to me.
I remember her, Bonnie
Yeah.
Langford.
So many. I mean, I could say them, but you probably wouldn't remember like the names of them. I can't even remember half of them. But that's how a lot of people they went to.
They
the
got
talent
famous,
show. Yeah,
which
so
is same
Britain's
as
Got Talent.
yeah, like Britain's Got Talent,
but I don't
X
remember
Factor.
a singing like purely singing one.
Maybe that's why it went so well, like Pop Idol, because no one had
Yeah.
ever done it before.
No, they changed the judges quite a lot, didn't they? So
They do now, don't they,
right,
on all of
yeah.
them. But I love the Spice Girls as well, when you said Joey.
Yeah.
That was another one from my era. Like Spice Girls, Girls Aloud, One Direction. That was like getting older. But when I was very young, it was Spice Girls because Sophie
Yeah.
used to listen to them.
yeah, well, that was her first single, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I
One
used
of
to listen to them growing up. Maybe from like
Yeah.
5 years old, I'd be listening to Spice Girls.
Do you remember what my first one was that I liked?
The Nolans.
No, I like the Nolans.
Oh.
Yeah, I did like the Nolans, but the boy band that I liked.
Yeah, don't tell me. The boy band that you liked growing up.
You'd know it as soon as I say it. You know.
Why
Yeah,
have I
the
forgot?
Nolans. I loved the Nolans.
That's what I remember the
Yeah,
Nolans.
the Nolans was the girl band, so like your Girls Aloud.
Yeah.
I was the Nolans,
Who was it then?
and then the boy band was Bay City Rollers.
Oh, yeah, I remember the Bay City Rollers. I don't remember it, but I remember you saying
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Because didn't you go and see them at the Winter Gardens in
No, they was
Blackpool?
on at the Winter Gardens.
Oh, and you never got to go?
No.
Someone didn't take you?
Like,
So you would have took us though, wouldn't you?
The shows, like,
Me and Harry, me and Sophie, we went to everything.
yeah, the Pop Idol one. And the Fame Academy.
Yeah.
And like we always used to get like front seats, but like
Yeah.
I never even used to book it that much in a hurry, I'd be like, oh, them tickets are out for that.
Yeah, whereas now you won't be on it.
You'd have to ring up, obviously, and book the seats because you couldn't do the
I don't know how you did that.
And I don't think anyone was really bothered then. Do you know what I mean?
No.
They always used to get full, but nobody was like on it like now.
No.
It was like...
Well, we used to go and see the
go-
X Factor shows and everything.
Yeah, but we always used to have really good seats.
Yeah, we did.
But then it's only been like in the last, I don't know.
Since Justin Bieber got famous, I think. It's all the international stars, it went wild for
Well,
it.
I think because of the internet as well, it's like when we used to go to Disney, like no one was really that bothered. But then because everyone's posting, I'm going to Disney, I'm going to do, everybody wants
It's become
to do
more
it.
affordable and everyone does it now, don't
Whereas
they?
like when we used to go, it wasn't really that busy. It was busy, but it wasn't like
People didn't do it. Like we were so lucky that all the stuff that you and Dad like did for us, like no one did that.
But now everybody wants to do it, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they see it so much. I think that's why
Or
things have changed.
they didn't have it, so like you wanted to do it when you were a kid and you didn't get to do it, so you did it for us. And there's all these kids that are mine and Sophie's age that never got to do these things, so like my friends are doing it for their kids. People are only just doing it now
and experiencing it with their children
Exactly.
instead of when they was
Yeah.
like you've got all them different times
Yeah.
that you've been
already.
and then you're making your own now as well, aren't you?
Yeah, so Bay City Rollers,
Yeah.
the Nolans.
So then my TV programmes of like obviously that sort of influenced me because I obviously was at school,
Is this like, what age are you now?
so I'm like 15.
This is like my Lizzie McGuire stage.
Yeah, so you probably know Charlie's Angels because I think it came back.
Yeah.
But like I used to do my hair like Charlie's Angels.
What's she called? Something
Farrah
Fawcett.
Fawcett Majors.
Farrah Fawcett, yeah. Everyone used to have the Farrah
So
Fawcett
that's
hair.
what I had that. Like the flick there.
How'd you get it?
I'd go to school, so it was
What's
like
your secret?
a
Tell us
curling
how.
Tong. And you just flick it like that.
You used to get up early and do it.
You used to get up really early, wash my hair, and do it every day. And if
I
it
love
used to
that.
rain, it used to be so sad. I used to love that, Charlie's Angels. And it did come back, didn't it, as a movie, or did it come back as a series? Or
Yeah,
something?
I'm
I
sure
don't
it
know.
came back because it was Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
But was she not in the original one then?
No.
Okay, so I'm thinking about the movie.
A few of them used to change. There was Farrah Fawcett in it, and there was other girls like this. There was always 3 of them.
So it was a TV series?
TV series, yeah. And
Was
he was
that-
called Bosley the man. He used to ring up and he used to send them an assignment.
He used to be like, Angels.
Yeah, and then he'd send them and they'd go and do the assignment and then they'd all end up back and he'd be like, oh, good job or whatever.
Oh my god, it's so funny, isn't it, now when you look back?
Yeah.
It's good actually, like it's a female-led show. So like to have it then, which was like, what, the
70s,
80s,
yeah.
like a 3 like female lead show, I think that's so sick.
And then also I used to like Starsky and Hutch. They were 2 men,
Yes, I've heard of
a
this.
blonde one and a
Is that
dark-haired
like
man.
similar to like
David Soul.
Dynasty and stuff like that? Was that a similar time to that?
It was a detective again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Starsky and Hutch.
And there was like the one man, David Soul, he then became a singer as well. So yeah, I used to like follow him with his singing as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was a really like another one that, because I mean I don't think you was like talking about your what you watched wasn't really detective wise, but that was like from that age I was watching that sort of
Detective
thing.
stuff. I wonder if that's why you like detective shows now, because that was what was out.
Yeah, because I do like them now, don't I?
Whereas I like a lot of comedies, so like I'll watch.
But you like watch them sort of things, what you said, like Pretty Little Liars. And
It's all similar.
It's similar sort of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now that you watch.
Yeah, I wonder because you love like Castle and like Scott and Bailey and like all the detective shows and like the BBC dramas. Like you're really, Mum's really good at detective shows.
Well,
she's normally nailed down the murderer by like episode 3 or something, and we're like, yeah, all right then, that's it, done.
Well, you see little things, don't you, that they do.
Well, you
Sometimes-
do.
Well, they try and put
You're
you
good
off.
at it.
Well, they try and put you off sometimes, don't
Yeah.
they? Because you don't even see the murderer until like further along in the show. It's like you could never guess. But
That's
like
true.
Death in Paradise, me and Dad like, don't we?
Yeah, and what's that other one? Madame
Madame Blanc.
Blanc.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Sally Lindsay, we like that one.
I like that. When I come around like home, obviously, whatever you're watching, I'll just watch it.
Yeah,
and I don't
yeah.
watch these things otherwise, so I get to see things that I wouldn't normally. You're always watching something like funny or interesting.
Yeah, something different, aren't we?
Yeah.
But like soaps was when I was young, especially.
Yeah.
Crossroads, you've probably never heard of Crossroads, have you?
Only if you've told me about it.
Yeah,
I
because
know.
that stopped. Because obviously Coronation Street, Crossroads, they was all back in the day, and obviously Coronation Street's still
Right.
going.
Oh right,
But
so Coronation
Crossroads-
Street was when you were younger.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
did it start? How old were you?
It was before I was born, I think. I think it was the 60s.
Welcome to
Because
the
he's still in it, the
60s.
one, isn't he? Yeah, Ken Barlow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been in it the longest from like the very beginning. But yeah, so we used to watch that because obviously you only had 3 channels then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me like about your TV then. Like what? I remember you said you had 3 channels.
Yeah.
Did you have the remote or did you have to press it on the TV?
You had to press it on the Did you have a remote? When we did have a remote, we thought it was really cool. And
Yeah, like,
a
whoa.
wire used to come out the telly.
Oh really? It was wired.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And what like? So
But
so Dad
before
had
that-
black and white and you had colour, or like
Well, some of it was black and white because obviously we
it had
loved-
been filmed black and white.
Yeah, it was filmed in. So like some of the movies were still black and white, but like on the buses, which obviously
Yeah.
you know because we always watch it Christmas.
Yes.
On the
Yeah, that's
buses.
something that you always watch with us that we've grown
Yeah.
up knowing
On
about.
the holiday on the buses.
I love
and
that.
You always watch that, but on a Sunday evening used to be like really big on the buses, like an episode,
Every week, like
half an hour every week.
that's
yeah.
so cool.
And I think that was like when I was younger, every Sunday evening that used to be on, and we used to watch that, all, everybody together.
Oh.
And like used to have to watch the breaks and everything.
Yeah, of course. Where
'cause-
they'd be advertising smoking is cool.
I know. Because I said
It's
to Harry,
not.
No,
It's not
it
cool.
was then, apparently. But yeah, when the break used to come on,
Yeah.
there used to be a surge because everybody would go out and put the kettle on.
Oh,
Because like you know,
really?
like now,
Yeah,
I
of
just
course.
pause it and everyone goes at different times. But literally any big show,
There used to be a
there used to
surge.
be a surge because everyone would literally.
What,
since
like, so the
break
lights
come
would
on-
like flicker a bit?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, back in the day,
As if.
we had power cuts. Like when in the 70s, I used to come
Yeah.
home from school, and my mum and dad was at work, and I used to have to be in the
Oh,
house.
and you'd be in the
then-
dark.
And I'd be in the dark. Yeah,
Aw.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't, like, growing up, like, your food and everything, like, you had to have dinner at a certain time.
Yeah.
You said you had the same meals, like, every
Yeah.
weekday, you knew what you were getting. And
Well, we couldn't have food until my dad come home from work, so I was starving. He used to get home from school, and then
say you got home from school, like, 2, 3.
it was about 4 then. I think we finished school at 5 to 4, and then my dad used to come in about 6.
Oh.
But yeah, we used to have the same meal. So on a Monday, it would be like
You can
mince.
probably remember
But
it, can't you,
wasn't
I
even
bet?
like, you know, if it was like mince and you did like a cottage pie one
Yeah.
week and you did a lasagna.
Oh,
It wasn't like
I
that,
remember you
though.
telling me.
It was just mince
And it was
swimming in
Swimming in
gravy.
gravy.
with boiled potatoes in it. I don't know if that was a thing of the time, but oh God.
I remember you just
couldn't
used to
eat
tell
it.
me it was swimming in gravy,
Oh,
like, it was
it's the
just, like,
worst.
disgusting.
But luckily we used to sit in the kitchen. So I could throw it in
Oh,
the bin.
and you told me that
Yeah.
your brother always used to come down after
After
you.
me, yeah.
She'd run down the stairs and just put stuff on his plate because he would eat anything.
And then what I didn't eat, I'd throw in the bin and then I'd pick some stuff over
And put it
and
over
you
the
could see
top.
it,
Oh,
yeah.
Mum. Oh, and you couldn't have a drink, could you, with your
No, I
dinner?
couldn't have a drink
Is that
with
an
dinner.
old-fashioned thing? Because Dad used to have a drink with his dinner, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I do find that really strange, but my dad used to say that you can't have a drink 'cause you'll fill yourself up. But I
So
just
bad.
remember when I got with Dad, and I used to be able to have a drink with my dinner, and I used to say, I can't
my
believe I
God.
can have a drink with my dinner. I mean, it just sounds so antiquated, doesn't it?
And didn't you have a dog at one point?
That was when we was very young. That
Oh,
was.
I'm sure
I
you
remember
said.
I used to
Sure, you
dress.
said you'd fed the dog some food
Probably,
sometimes.
yeah. But I used to dress the dog up in clothes, put it in my pram.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because I mean, we did have a dog when Sophie was little, but then not so much. You don't really remember the dog. do you?
No, we had a dog called Gemma, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but
a
you were
Yorkshire
pregnant
Terrier.
with me, and you said that she was getting old, and
Yeah, she
She
kept
used
sitting
to-
on the stairs.
yeah, and you were worried you were going to trip up. So I think when I was born, didn't you? You gave her to
Auntie Shirley,
our auntie. Yeah,
because she had a lot of.
she had a lot of animals. But then I don't like dogs, but Sophie and
No.
Harry do.
Yeah.
So I was thinking the other day, like, oh, I wonder if I don't like dogs because I didn't grow up around it. But Harry didn't grow up around dogs. I'm like terrified of animals and
yeah.
dogs. Like, I don't want to stroke your dog if I see a one. Like,
I
I'll
wonder if we'd have had a dog if
It's
you
so
would have felt
scary.
different.
maybe. Yeah, if I'd have always grown up around it. I'm just terrified of dogs. I don't want cats.
Because I've
I had a
met-
hamster that I didn't
I
touch
know. I don't even know why you wanted a hamster.
because it was on Zack and Cody. That's another show that I used to
Literally,
watch.
You had so much stuff for this hamster, and you never even
I
used
know.
any of it. You
He
had
had
a little
like
car
all the
and
food. We had a massive like little
playpen.
yeah.
He had a car.
He had like an attic bedroom upstairs that like an extension. Basically, this hamster was well spoilt, but Dad touched it once, and it bit him, and then I never
Yeah,
did because I was like, I'm not getting bit because it made Dad bleed, and I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm not touching it. Gone. Sorry, Amy, never touched you.
I know.
I'm just not an animal
It's really
person.
bad, isn't it, how you get influenced by things though like that?
Yeah, it was literally just because it was on Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
They had a hamster and I wanted one.
Was Harry interested or not really? He didn't seem to be, did he?
No, but Harry loves animals. Like, didn't he like have friends who had like rabbits and stuff? Why didn't he touch the hamster?
I don't know.
Maybe I scared him.
Yeah, probably, because he always did everything that you...
Yeah, Harry was like my little shadow.
Yeah.
And I was like your little shadow.
Yeah.
I used to follow Mum round. She'd be like, right, I'm actually going to go to the toilet now. You're going to have to wait outside. Can you stop following me? No, but you never said that. You were just happy to have me around.
Yeah. Because I think now, in a way, you're like that. You're more like me.
Yeah.
Because you like doing things, you like cooking, and you're very similar to me.
Yeah, we are really similar.
Where we do things the same, don't we?
I do think because we're the same star sign as well.
Yeah. Even though we're both Virgo, you're August, end of August, and I'm beginning of September.
Yeah.
We both fall in that.
In the Virgo one, yeah.
We're 2 weeks apart from each other, aren't we?
Yeah, our birthday's literally 2 weeks apart. So I know if my birthday's on a Friday, Mum's birthday's on a Friday in 2 weeks. So sometimes we'll do things together, won't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's nice.
It's quite nice for you as well because you had your birthday in the summer holidays, so you always had your birthday off, didn't you? We did sort of extra birthdays anyway, didn't
Yeah, I
we?
used to have like a birthday week
Yeah.
and do extra things.
Because you always used to be upset because you used to say Harry and Sophie always had an extra birthday because they'd have a birthday at school with their friends, and then they'd have a birthday with the family because they was at school on that day, and then the party would be on the weekend.
On the
weekend.
weekend.
Like, I only have one, so I used to have to
What a
make
brat.
extra.
Like I didn't have enough in life. I want an extra birthday. And Mum used to literally put on the best parties ever. All my friends still talk about how amazing like the parties and the sleepovers that like me and Sophie and Harry had. Yeah, we always had the birthday parties, and I remember I was very young. Sophie had like a birthday party at McDonald's, and there was like a special party room, and like they all went upstairs, and I was there, but obviously like we always used to go to each other's birthday parties.
Of course, yeah.
But I think Sophie was probably only, maybe I was quite young, maybe I was like 4 or 5 maybe. I don't know, I might have been younger.
Yeah.
But I just remember it being upstairs, and like it was a really big McDonald's, and they used to do like pizza and stuff at that McDonald's.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
That was like
it was a big one.
wild.
I can't remember, was it Colchester or something like that?
Must have been,
It was a
because we
big
were in
one, wasn't
Essex,
it?
weren't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
Yeah, so we grew up in Essex, me, Sophie. Harry was born
Until he was 2.
until he was like 2, yeah, and then we moved to Lincolnshire.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Like, because you sort of remember that McDonald's growing up, but it was Wimpy for me. Have you heard of the Wimpy?
Yeah, the Wimpy.
Yeah, so...
Don't they still have like one like rogue
maybe,
Wimpy somewhere?
Maybe a rogue...
I'm sure you've said it.
I know they had one over...
That was like your fast food.
Yeah,
that you'd go
sort of.
to.
So we'd have it's like this round sausage, and it was sort of, it was more on a plate though. It wasn't really like a quick fast food. It'd come on a plate.
Right.
So you'd have like this round sausage and egg and chips type thing.
When would you have it? Would you go like?
So it wouldn't be very often,
But it'd be like if you went out for a meal.
Possibly like as a treat.
Mm.
But I don't know if you've heard me talk about this before. The Knickerbocker Glory.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because you've made us Knickerbocker
yeah,
Glories.
so
Is
that's
that where it came from?
It came from there, the Wimpy. Yeah, so that used to be like a treat that we used to have.
That's it. Because you always make them like, it's like an ice cream sundae, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yeah, so that's where it originally comes
Is
from.
Wimpy UK then? Is that like a UK
I
brand?
don't actually know.
Because I feel like we didn't have any American food in the UK. Like McDonald's was like the first probably American company.
I don't really remember McDonald's until maybe Sophie was born, or maybe a bit before. I don't know. I don't know when it come. I think it did come, but obviously into different. It probably was in London first.
And we were over in the south anyway, so we probably got it before the north did anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so I used to like that, and then I remember a KFC opened, and we lived.
Yeah, you like KFC, don't you?
I know. Well, we lived in Wellingborough, and to London, like, because all of my mum and dad's family lived in London.
Yeah.
And sort of on the way from Wellingborough to London, somewhere there was a KFC, and we always used to stop. But it was proper then, you know, like you used to get the box.
Yeah, you used to
and
get the little
opened
wipe
up.
with it.
Yeah, and you used to get the wipe, and you used to get like 2 pieces of chicken on the bone and your chips and your coleslaw.
And it was proper.
And yeah, it was just like got the
little like tracing people
yeah, like
almost.
that.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it like?
Like greaseproof paper
Yeah,
type
yeah,
thing. Yeah. So you remember that?
I
as
remember
well.
having it. Yeah, when I was very young, they used to give you
Yeah.
like a wipe. It used to come all nice. Whereas now it's
Yeah.
just like
It's
cheap.
just it's in a bag now,
Yeah.
isn't it? And it's just all mixed together.
And they
But
don't
used
do
to
it
be-
proper.
No, but I remember that was only a treat as well. We didn't have that very often because we didn't really have fast